Hi there, my name is Emma Robertson and I'm an aspiring opera singer. I want to thank you for joining me on this very first video of this weekly series of performances. Still don't have a name for it yet, but thanks for being here and for supporting me and in my journey, and yeah, it means a lot. So I guess I should probably tell you why I started doing this. A lot of it was for selfish reasons. I'm not gonna lie. I miss performing. You know, since this pandemic, theaters have been closed, venues shut down, performances put on hold till further notice, or just canceled outright. It's affected the artistic community a lot. And so I remember when this all started, I thought to myself, well, what am I gonna do? I just got a degree in music performance. What the heck am I gonna do with it? So I freaked out. And then I came back and I was like, all right, I gotta figure it out. And I think a lot of musicians can kind of speak to that today. Just trying to figure out how to navigate their careers in the midst of a pandemic. So that brings me to technology. So I'm trying all this stuff out. I've got all this stuff, hopefully to make it a better listening experience for you guys. And so I'm excited to see where this takes me and how this goes, and if you guys like it. My ultimate goal, I suppose, is to make this as much of an inclusive experience as possible. So with that being said, I'd like to go ahead and introduce the very first piece to you guys. So I chose to perform Die Musik by Franz Schubert. This is one of his most famous pieces, and it's also one of his more simpler pieces, which is interesting because a lot of his pieces are very involved. I mean, you think of like Erlkönig or Krätschen am Spinnrad. And so many others. They're just like the piano's like going off and the singer is having to like go through all these different emotions like within the context of one piece. It's crazy. But Die Musik is not that. It's the vocal line is just rides right on top of the piano. The piano is very simple, a lot of just block chords. And it's strophic, and for those who don't know, strophic basically means that you have different verses, so different text, set to the same music. So very simple. Oh my gosh. So it's interesting, but it's become one of his most beloved, most recognizable pieces. Die Musik is German for to music in French, in English. So the piece is dedicated to music. It's all about how music has enriched and enlightened the life of the narrator who's speaking. Speaking of which, the poet for the lyrics in the song is a man by the name of Franz von Schubert. He was a personal friend of Schubert's. And Schubert, in fact, set quite a few of the poetry of his friends to music. He had this big group of friends, these cohorts that were all artists. So, you know, visual artists, poets, writers, other composers. You know, they were kind of like this Breakfast Club gang, or like Dead Poets Society. You know what I'm saying? So Franz Schubert took his poetry and set it to music. And it's, like I said, become one of the most beautiful pieces, most endearing pieces of music that he's ever written. And that's saying a lot. It was written in 1817, which was 11 years before Schubert's death. Schubert died very young of syphilis. And it's baffling to think what he could have done if he'd lived just a little bit longer. So I think I'd like to take the opportunity to try and read this German for you. I'll be sure to provide a translation during the performance. But I think you should hear it in its original language. Du holde Kunst, in wie viel grauen Stunden, wo mich des Lebens wilder Kreis umstrickt, hast du mein Herz zu warmer Liebe entzünden, hast mich in eine bessere Welt entrückt, in eine bessere Welt entrückt. Oft hat ein Seufzer deiner Haft entflossen, ein süßer, heiliger Akkord von dir, den Himmel bessere Zeiten mir entschlossen. Du holde Kunst, ich danke dir dafür. Du holde Kunst, ich danke dir. Thank you so much for listening. It really means a lot, and I do hope that you guys liked it. Hit that like button, subscribe below. Oh my gosh, I feel like a YouTuber. But seriously, let me know if you like this, what I could do better, in terms of the logistical things. I'll work on my vocal stuff with my teacher. Thank you very much. But yeah. let me know what you'd like to hear. Let me know if I can set something up different. I have all this new equipment and don't know what to do with it. So, if you know better, please let me know. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week. Later.